Welcome back. You're still watching Morning Cafe as we continue discussing the aftermath of the events of yesterday, June 25th, as Kenyans came out to commemorate the death of 60 people who died last year on June 25th as well. At least 10 people ended up dead, most of them due to police bullets, and that is an issue we've dealt with so far. I want us to look at the other big happening yesterday, and 3 TV stations were switched off. The state repression reared its head as Communications Authority illegally shut down TV stations for defying a controversial directive to stop live coverage of protests. We've been here before, Bwana Sossion, on this issue of coverage of live protests. And the court has pronounced itself on the matter. The court has already pronounced itself on the matter. The directive cited 2 provisions of the Constitution. One, Article 33 on freedom of expression, which says that every person has a right to freedom of expression, which includes freedom to seek, receive, or impart information or ideas. But mostly it cited 2. The right of freedom of expression does not extend to 1, propaganda for war, incitement to violence, hate speech, or advocacy of hatred. Now, on what basis do you think the Communications Authority was right?
Well, the Communication Authority did not come out to cite these particular grounds: propaganda for war, hate speech.
It cited those two. It cited those 2 articles.
Of this, of course, yeah, they cited the law. Therefore, they effectively cited this. But of course, they didn't elaborate so that there was clear communication about it. And I think as media houses, you do what you call a self-assessment check. This is not a laissez-faire state. It's a country that is bound by the Constitution. And therefore, the directive by CA to switch off reporting of activities across the country was founded on that provision. Of course, when you promote incitement, when you promote hate and propaganda, when you and propaganda, and you drive the country to lawlessness. Because I can ask you, Fred, today.
Which of those would you say the media committed? Propaganda for war, incitement to violence,
let me say without
without
an iota of doubt, the leader of these political violence activities today in Kenya is the media. It is the media.
What are you accusing
the media people, you have been doing it.
What are you accusing?
Number 2,
based on the provisions.
Yes. Of that number two, you have been driving this reporting and profiling and setting the stage for the same and the mood. And I think CA were right. Only that they didn't assert the authority properly within this space. So really, did we see as media? You promoted these activities. You didn't tell us who the leader is, where the demonstration were going to be conducted. You profiled and set a terrible mood. And then you continued.
Sossion, you've previously organized demonstrations, and you told us.
You know, in incitement.
You've previously organized demonstrations, but
I have organized demonstrations.
Is media coverage of such demonstrations
the art of incitement
a criminal offense?
And I know the art of incitement and the art of involvement. You overindulge, and it's like you are wishing to see the worst happening. You know, you've not left your political biasness of 2022 as a media. You have not. You are still there.
Wow.
And you are
what
still
political
pushing
bias?
for regime change.
This is very serious.
No, it is
extremely serious.
That is a fact.
I will talk about the blanket condemnation of the media.
That is a fact.
But this country has a history